Wow. People. I thought they'd be falling over themselves for that picture. I'm gonna show it to them.
I thought people would love this box of olive oil. It's okay because I was thinking for next time. We got
Yeah.
mine high on that.
Reminder.
That's what you want.
Reminder. This is back.
Mama Wrench.
I was
Hey,
in my gangster
Look,
days.
and
there's
then
some sort
watch
of giveaway
watch
going
the
on,
movie
so
minute.
I was like, I get to put off doing my
Oh, I'm
dishes
not.
any longer.
I'm
So
hungry.
All
Yeah.
right, so we got
it was
7
people
people.
all day. So
We got
welcome
7
in,
people.
Ma
I'm gonna go
Dukes.
ahead and start. All right,
I'm
go
gonna
on
do some
one more
grilled cheese,
flight.
I think.
Look, the
No, not with the move. Not take the H out. Move, do it again. You have to tell it exactly what
And I totally piled up my dishes all week. So and I'm trying to balance so I can hear the giveaway thing. And not that I'm registered to giveaway. I'm just in there
guys.
making funny comments as the troll bus driver. But anyway, I kind of wanted to dump the link to that. And guess what, Mama? I gave up and I got myself a Chromebook too. I'm waiting on it to come in.
Yeah, because I'm about to start.
Yeah, Bruce and Luke, Fran's
I'm
over
gonna show
there.
y'all my new trick one.
Nieces is over here. Welcome in, Nieces.
All right.
It's dishes time. And Nico, the entrepreneur, if you've not seen him, he's on with Gig Wars Official and Maverick right now doing a giveaway. They're giving away wine. So you guys wanted to check that out. I wouldn't blame you. All you got to do is go in there and drop the hashtag wine. Nico, the entrepreneur. You know who he is? I've not seen him before. I just am there because Red and Maverick are in there.
It's called the Goose Scooter.
Nico's a she. I'm not sure. I've never been in there before, Nieces. It's the first time. It is Red. Maybe she was the woman that was on earlier. Somebody in the background doing push-ups or something. I don't know what's going on over there. Like I said, I don't know. You could tell me, Nieces, and we would both know. It's a she. Okay.
How do I put them on solo?
He's out there as Goose. That's what it is. It's Maverick out there. I mean, Goose out there acting a fool. Doing some weird stuff with the soccer goal. Dashing Goose live on scene. Uh-oh.
Do it again right quick. Do it again right quick.
Do it again real quick.
Oh, what?
He's got the scooter, and he's spinning it around. Yeah, I'm just watching Goose's live performance. That's kind of funny. I wonder how Maverick feels about it as his bestie.
Yeah, I got it.
You ever notice you never see them?
Okay, so.
You're blocked. Well, I was over there having a good time with the troll bus driver.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do, so we have 8 people. I'm going to go ahead and draw. This is for the $20 super chat. This is for the $20 super chat. The $20 super chat. You can either.
Gig Wars Official won the $20. Melissa, welcome in. You're blocked over there. Well, that says everything I need to know, Ma. I'm going to do grilled cheese. It's not going to be exciting,
All right.
Melissa, but thanks for stopping in. I got to clean the kitchen first, and I moved a bunch of pots and pans, so. Ooh, but while I got a bunch of here, I was complaining about these today. The fact that these are going to give out because they're elastic and all that. I got some new ones, and I'm going to open them right now. Let me get them. I've been dying to open the package, so let me do that.
Congratulations, Frank.
Congratulations.
Now, I don't want, please, audience, if you watching this on replay or watching it right now, I don't want.
Yeah, grilled cheese, jalapeno bread, or jalapeno cheese, and I got a 7-grain bread. So, all right,
All right, let me go ahead and.
it's like Christmas. Give me a knife.
All right, so, Peter, are you-
Oh, Discord says I'm going live. Oh, sweet candy one over there. She got, I don't know, $20 in super chats. Can she get super chats? All right, let's look. We're going to do a comparison.
Congratulations.
All right, these are made by Liberty. And look, this is what I wanted. These aren't elastic, so they won't give out. These will eventually give out. They're all right for a while, but you just end up stretching them and stretching them and stretching them.
Right.
So this is the way to go. The ones that I have that I've had for like 30 years have these. These always go out. So these are Amazon basics. Don't buy them. But these Liberty ones, let's see what the front bib looks like. That's what I'm interested in. All right. So I didn't like this because it's like, why have this flap to hold stuff in if you already have buttons to hold stuff in, right? And then the pencil thing was here, which is just wrong. And there's no side pocket. So let's see what we get out of this. This is full zip. So this is. And then the other question will be, does this phone, because this is how I run my lives, y'all, like that. Look at that. It's perfect. So the camera is just above. So I can go for a bike ride now. Yeah, I'm doing the overall reveal. Ooh, I just got them in. I'm so excited. All right, more giveaways. So that works great. I'm going to start streaming with this phone because this other phone's just a little bit shorter. So this one's the 4K if I record. So anyway, that'll work perfect. Let's see what else we got. There's the side pocket. That's a handy one. And then, yeah, the pencil being over here instead of right in the middle is nice. This is goofy. And one on each side as well.
I'm getting really good. I'm getting really good at shipping things to Canada.
And let's see if the big phone will fit in the bottom pocket. I doubt it. Oh, it does, y'all. These may be the new ones. Look at that. It's perfect. And if that pocket's big enough, the back one's big enough for the other phone, so I can stack both phones in this thing. I do like this design better. Let's see. I want to check my watch pocket, and I want to see the hammer hook.
All right, so what we gonna do?
Okay, sorry, that's loud. Okay, I'll just move this a little. Turn that way down. Yeah, I can't even really hear it. And I'm hard of hearing anyway, also. Hammer hook on the left, so that's fine. I'm fine with that. Watch pocket. Back pockets are wide, big ass wide pockets. But there is no watch pocket. That's where I always put the key fob. Maybe on the other side. It's always on the right side. All right, that's the only thing I don't like about these is no watch pocket. But that's fine. I can stuff the fob in here. This is big enough, and these don't have any sort of secondary. It's just all flat. I don't know. All right. Caleb, I want some Waffle House. I'm going to do grilled cheese just like the Waffle House. And I bought them 2 inches too big so I can wear like a heavy jacket underneath it too. And so I can start putting on them pounds. Mama, you like that thumbnail? Some nice lady gave me that. She made an awesome thumbnail for me. All right, and I'm not upset about the color either. They said that they were like light gray, and they really are kind of light gray. So these are Liberty, dude. These are the ones. The only thing I didn't like was there's no watch pocket. And yeah, look at yeah, I'm long-legged. But the extra 2 inches, I can wear my heavy stuff because these are 32s, and they're pretty tight. Like so. are, I don't know. I haven't seen the ones from Walmart. Yeah, until they get dirty, I'm going to use these as my going to church overalls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were technically used. Ma, somebody bought them, and instead of returning them, sold them. So I was okay with that. But they're new to me, but used. So with the tags. Yeah, I'll have to pick one dress-up day. I love wearing overalls. They're the perfect thing. Like, if it's too hot, you can unbutton the things on the side. You can wear short or long sleeves. You don't have to worry about a belt. You got a million pockets. I mean, they're like cargo pants that you don't need a belt for. I mean, I love it. Give me 6 pockets any day. You don't wear shirts when you have overalls on. You got to wear, Caleb, you got to wear at least the wife beater. That's required by state law here. You have to wear at least the wife beater in Walmart. In Walmart. Now, outside, you do whatever you want. In Walmart, you have to have at least the wife beater on. And by that, I mean that white T-shirt. You know the one I'm talking about. And it has to have at least one stain and a couple holes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out peopleofwalmart.com. Oh my God. What I do with that site is I'll wait 6 months or a year, and then I'll just go sit on there and binge at the craziness. Same thing when I have to go to Walmart. I like to go in with my eyes closed and my head down. And then as soon as I get in there, I can hear the hum of all the fluorescent lights. And I just open my eyes and just soak in all the marketing and capitalism all at once. Very uplifting. Wife beater's hot. No, mama. Certain statements you got to be careful about making. I mean, isn't that the thing? Like, it's supposed to be all stained and messed up, holes in it. How did that one even get started? Or was that just like the choice of... There was a movie back in the day. It was about Cagney or so, or it was James or Cagney. What is his name? In it, he plays like Bugsy or somebody. Anyway, he was just a real thug wearing that thing. So. My buddy thinks my weather app is bunk. Apparently it's going to snow in Missouri, so Nieces, watch out tonight. Apparently it's coming in at you. And I got a buddy in Texas. He says it's in the 20s, so he's not going out tonight either. You've worked overnight and you got your fill of people at Walmart. Oh, I get you, Nieces, but live action, that's got to be something to witness. People in their pajamas and all kinds of goofy stuff. I mean, if you decide that you need juice glasses and dog food at 3 in the morning, like, where else are you going to go? So, sleet to snow. All right, everybody stay inside for the next. It's another snowpocalypse. Nobody can leave. They have to be inside. Devo! What up, Devo? If you guys haven't subscribed to Devo, he's trying to get to his 50. And he and I will probably do a live together one evening while he's out running meat puppets and I'm out running meat puppets. We're going to work on that. I'll pass. Caleb, I like to visit the snow. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh yeah, look at it. You guys got snow. And then be like, I'm out. You worked at Kmart? Oh, that's got to be a rough one. I used to love me a good blue light special. That was one of our turnarounds, Melissa, in this town that I grew up in. It was like, go down to the Kmart, turn around, you go down to the Walmart, you turn around. Yeah, it's like there's the snow. And many a time I've been in like Minnesota, mini Snowden, and been like, oh, here comes your first snow of the year. I'm out on the motorcycle. Like, no, you guys can have this. Kmart, yeah, it's funny because between the two, Walmart and Kmart, I mean, they pretty much had the same garbage, but Walmart was considered the better store for variety, whatever. And so they beat out Kmart, but now we have a new competitor. It's Target. They're French. French company. So, Walmart and Guam, it's like a mall. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, one of the things that I've seen but not gone into yet is like a mini Walmart, like the, what do they call them, neighborhood stores or whatever. I haven't gone into one of those. Who broke my dishwasher? I mean, I had a rollaway one for years, and I never used it. So, and I got this fancy thing. So this is serious business. This is serious business here. We don't mess around with these dishes. And we're doing the worst thing first, which is all the silverware, because I didn't do it last week. Blockbuster, way to motivate kids to be good at a movie, or yeah, one game. I remember renting a lot of games. All right, this one I found. It was in the back of the cabinet, so it's looking rough. We're gonna give it the old once over.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I just want to report thank you for all my
I don't know if I told you or not, but my parents did own a video store when I was growing up. So, like, I've seen way too many movies. Way too many movies. We were talking about this earlier. James Cagney, that's who was in it. He was wearing the wife beater. And there's another one where he's wearing it, where it's Marlon Brando wearing the wife beater t-shirt, and he's like, Stella, or whatever. So maybe that's where the Thug Association came in with that tank top white undershirt. Streetcar Named Desire. Thank you, Ma. I knew it would come to one of us. One of us would Google. Came from the realistic show Cops. That's total possibility. What do you think? Much better, right? All right, 3 more pieces of silverware. Yeah, it could be from the show Cops. Yeah, the realistic depiction of persons unaware that they're going to be on camera. I could see that. Fran, did you win something over there? I was watching, but I wasn't paying attention. I saw Sweets won something. And we were just working on the dishes. I said I will do dishes today. And really, I was slacking from last week. So. Oh, which Luke? Green Luke? Orange Luke? Who did you give it to, Fran? Because that orange Luke guy, he's shifty. You got to watch him. Oh, I got a dog barking like crazy out there. Oh, I guess, yeah, that live's over because the thing just shut off. Is somebody else out there live tonight? Anybody seen Devious today? What's he up to? I debated doing meat puppets tonight, but I just didn't feel like it. I had up and down on that stupid roof all day. And the funny thing is today I did not wake up sore. Like the first couple of days from down, up, down, up, down, up. I was a little sore, but my legs got used to it. So don't skip leg day, y'all. I say like I go to the gym. All right, what other excitement, guys? What about the roofing? Was that fun? Did we like watching that? It was just something that was happening. That's why I put it up as a live stream. But Walter today was super excited about being on stream. You guys were teasing him about being a superstar. And then he was immediately like, yes, I want 50 subs so I can go live. It was so funny. So I'll start plugging him. Keep an eye on his sub count. There's so many pots over here. Like, they were all underneath that in the back of that cabinet for forever. So I feel like I gotta wash them all. But I don't want to wash all these pots just so I can have a couple of grilled cheese in it. I mean, all of these need to get washed, but I'm definitely not gonna wash them all. I'm just gonna wash everything else. Walter was great. Yeah, I gave him the camera, so I'll have to go back and see what he did when I handed him the camera. I was like, here, do this. I'm gonna go pee off the side of this building. And I was like, don't point the camera at me. So that was his only instruction. Don't point the camera at me. He's a ham. He is a ham. He likes to cut up. But we try and have fun when we're working. And he just keeps saying, like, you don't yell. A lot of times people yell. They yell. And I was like, if I have to yell at you, I don't want to work with you. Like, so if I start yelling, it's probably over. Probably over. Devious Dasher, speak of the devil. That devious guy slid in. You going live tonight, buddy, or what? You want to come by? I'll do your dishes. You want a grilled cheese sandwich, pal? We're just having a big old time up in here. Up in here. I'm just cleaning off the stove so I can actually make a grilled cheese sandwich. And I'm debating making a whole pot of espresso, but I don't know if I want to be up all night. Let's see if it needs to be cleaned. You want a grilled cheese? All right, it's spicy cheese, so might be a little upsetting. I need you to remain upright until it's completely digested, and you'll be fine. Oh, come on, be clean. That's all I ask. If it's clean, we're making a pot of espresso. Spotless. I wonder who did that. All right, espresso it is, guys. I'm not going to drink the whole pot. No way I'm going to drink the whole pot. Statix has been in here trolling, so definitely welcome in. I have those are pots. Those are all the pans. I got a couple pots up there, but those are like the big pots for doing large serving stuff, and then just like a large soup pan. Did you? I have 3 kitchens, and one of them was a commercial kitchen, so half of that's out in the garage. So anyway, I do have to do some more roofing, so that'll probably be something I'll pursue here again shortly, and just stick you guys up there. That was kind of wacky today. It got a bunch of views. It got like 600 or 700 views, and I picked up like 5 subs. So I might do it. Since I have to do it, I'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right. Step 1. I'm gonna put some water in this bad boy. And there's a little bitty one-way valve right here. You don't want to fill the water above there or it spits out. Jack of all trades. Devious. No, the deal is like I built houses for 10 years, but I didn't do the roof on it. We just hired somebody else to do it. Same thing with the sheetrock. That was never my job. And so I know how to do it all. I mean, I have done it, but it's and I inspected every other roofer that on every other house that we did. So I can walk around usually and go, this guy sucked, or he was good, or show you where he messed up. Quality assurance, because it was roofs on a house that we would have to sell. You do customs? Yeah, we used to do spec. We would just do spec, the right neighborhood, and know that it would sell. Custom homes, the problem is the customer. That's the custom part. All right. All right, so you just dump it in here. I'm going to fill it all the way up, and then I'm going to use this thing to mash it down in here as much as I possibly can. You've done some passive ones, meaning you just didn't work on it? What do you mean, Kevin? Welcome in, buddy. What are we making? You're late. Oh, right now I'm just putting together a pot of espresso. And odds are I will have a little bit of it, and then I'll save the rest for the morning. There's no way this is the wrong grind to put it all the way down. Mama Wrench sent me more images. Thank you, Mama Wrench. There's no way it's going to be totally airtight. It's coarse ground coffee. So I didn't get the Cafe Bustelo this time. I'm sorry, pal. So basically, we just get highly concentrated cowboy coffee. the passive home is airtight. You mean like it passively heats and cools itself? I mean, I've done some designing in that aspect as far as like building in or having a solar mass in the front of the house. I don't know if you dealt with that type stuff. I mean, here in the South, like you can do a lot by just not having south facing windows. I think that each house should be designed for the lot and for the location, but nobody does that anymore. It's just like, yeah, we had abundant wood when we started building with it. The Earthship, yeah, mother. And that's why we stuck with this trade. That's why we still stick build stuff. Not because it's the highest quality, but everybody's trained in it. And it goes up pretty fast. So, yeah, the Earthship's bitching. I need to go out to Taos and see it. I'll go out there and volunteer is what I need to do. Not right now. Nobody wants desert winter. Ask Fran. All right, let me get this going. All right, it is going to get cold, so I'm going to put this big old pot of water and just leave it on the stove on super low. The way I like to put moisture in the air. It's so dry here. Yeah, the gentleman that did the Earthship, he's got a really interesting story. He tried to develop the Earthship like as like everybody, he didn't want to use the term subdivision. And then it got zoned subdivision, and based on that, it has to have plumbing that goes to it. It has to have this to it and everything else. And so that was totally against what they were trying to do, because they recycle all their water in the Earthships, and it gets, filtered, used twice, like you wash your hands, and that's what you use later to flush the toilet. And then from there, you're using soluble or organic soap, and so that gets broken down further, and then they feed it to their plants in their greenhouses in the front. And anyway, so they were trying to do a lot. So anyway, that guy fought with the city and the state and everything about the definition of it being a subdivision and all that, and like they stripped him of his license, his architecture license, so he was unable to do stuff in the States. And it was right when a tsunami had hit in India, so he went over there with the same trash build design, and that's what a lot of the Earthships are, recycled, stacked up tires that are compacted with dirt and then covered on the outside. Michael Reynolds, yeah. And then covered on the outside with concrete. And so anyway, it's basic reuse stuff. And so anyway, he went over there and helped them rebuild their wells with his techniques and did a bunch of other stuff, and just kind of said, screw you to the state. And finally they actually came around and they let them continue on the development. And I'm not sure what exactly the resolution was, whether they changed the definition or gave him a variance for what he was doing there. But anyway, it's a tremendous project. Earthship, yeah. If you haven't seen any videos about it, check out a short, and if you like it, check out some long forms. Your dream home, Mama, because of the way they're designed, they passively heat and cool. That's what I love. It's like, you look at, all right, from an energy conservation standpoint, you have to look at the things that use the most amount of energy in your house. Number one, it's a hot water heater. We're the only place that keeps water hot all the time, right? So you're constantly using your 220. In other places, they'll do it on the spot, meaning under the sink with a 110 plug-in. You turn on the faucet and it heats the water as it comes out. That's an energy efficient way. So anyway, heating water, which can easily be done on a rooftop. I've done it with a solar. I put my hot water here in a glass doghouse sticking out of my rooftop and heated the water. Like during the summer, I just turned the gas off because it was hot enough. It was coming out at 120 plus. So, so that's one. And then HVAC is the other, right? That's your other major energy expenditure. So if you can design those two away, then you've cut your energy cost by 2/3. And then the last one is your refrigerator and freezer. Those are your other big draws. So if you could have just that appliance, let's just say, you know, you do your solar, there's 100 different ways. I've seen water heated underneath in a compost heap, a coil of copper in a circle, and it's just sitting there, and the compost is, oh, it gets so hot it sometimes it can combust, and so it's like that's a free way. If all you have is a pile of rubbish, you can just do free hot water that way. The easiest one is up on the roof, but if you live in an area where, say, you have freezing and whatever, then that's probably not the best option for you. I've seen where people will put them in the attic. And where I live, they do low pitch roofs, so there's really not a lot of room for them in the attic. And in fact, a few of the houses that I've had to help with rehab on had hot water heaters that were in the attic prior to the pan being installed and required by code. And so I would go to this house, and the hot water heater will have busted in the attic and then gone down 3 floors, ruined 3 floors and stuff. So passive cooling can be done with having a thermal mass that's shaded and never heats up. Let's say a large amount of water on the north portion of your house. Say if you were in the south, like in barrels. I mean, it could be barrels. It could just be a big old thing of concrete. You know, you could just have concrete on that side. You wouldn't want to put it on the south side because you would gain over the day, that concrete would heat up, and then it would radiate heat into it during the day. So ideally, you have the windows. It's like the Earthship has. You have the windows, and then you have your thermal mass in the back, and depending on whether you want to gain or lose temperature, you know, you would shade them or let the sun come in and hit them. But the compost one, it is pretty cool. I've seen it done a couple of times. What else? So that's it. So the refrigerator, if it could go on solar, 12 volt, that's 1/3 of your power right there. And then the other one is heat your hot water. And then if you could control the temperature in your house, then everything else is what? Lights and TVs, and all that stuff's LED nowadays. So why our power bill goes up as our energy consumption goes down, it doesn't make any sense. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. All right, we got some sort of cup of joe here. Let's go with a small glass. A small glass. Definitely going to sugar this up. Actually, I'll heat the glass up too. What other cool ideas have I seen? Anyway, but yeah, just depending on where you're located. You can plant stuff to shade your house at the appropriate time of year. My favorite example is the oak tree, where in the south you would want to plant them on the south side, and so they would be they would shade you all during the summer, and then come winter they drop all their leaves and they let the sun through. Christmas lights, yeah, I don't. My Christmas lights are old school and incandescent, so probably one of the most expensive things that I have running right back there going blink, blink. Mount Vernon, Texas. Trying to remember what part that's in. Kevin, I obviously, dude, I'm wearing the overalls. I'm from Mississippi, so they're required by state law. How about Texas? What do you guys? You guys have to wear that hat, right? Or the boots? Which one is it? I know one of them's required by the law. Northeast. I got you. Ooh, that's too hot. It's too hot. I'm like an hour north of the Gulf of Mexico. That's where I am. You don't wear anything but just the hat and the boots. That's awesome, dude. And that's why you're baking, is because you're just frying the sun, dude. Except for your feet, your hat, or in your head. Oh, you use sunscreen. All right, I gotta just set this down. It's way too hot to drink. I'm just burning my face. I'm sure there's some photos of me as a kid running out the same way, Kevin, being 3 years old, going, I'm wearing my boots and my cowboy hat. And I'm getting in the pool because, you know, I do what I want. All right. Let me find this dog. Then I got to make a pass for dishes. What else? Kevin's from Mount Vernon. Let's see where that is. Ooh, you know what I have in there? Your sliders faced east and utilizing the sunlight in this cold. Yeah, I do the same thing. I open my front curtains. Warms up the floor, warms up everything. You gonna start an herb garden soon? All right, Mama, I like it. I like it. All right, what was I doing? Grilled cheese? Oh, and I had sliders. For you people who don't know, we don't have White Castle here. No White Castle. So I was at the store and I found some, and we're gonna try them. We're gonna try them right now. I've not tried them. I assure you they're gonna be bad. 2 packs of 4 sliders. A sunroom, yeah. That you can use your sunroom in that way. But usually when people call it a sunroom, it's just a porch they stuck some windows on. No Whataburgers around. Sorry, Kevin. We do have Waffle House. All right, here you go. White Castle burgers. Let's see what sort of magic instructions we have. It says fully cooked. Keep frozen. Well, they're going to be hard to chew. If I want to get Whataburger, I have to go to Mobile, Alabama. All right, come on, give me some instructions here. Insert, hit with stick. Oh man, come on. From thawed. Why would it give me from thawed? From frozen. Take it out of the wrapper. Plate. 30 seconds. Turn it over and microwave it again for 30 seconds. Warning, product may be hot. Yeah, I guess if I run it in the microwave for a minute, it's going to be hot. Thank you, instructions. Yeah, it's funny. Basements are really good for keeping your house cool, you know, because you're below the frost line and down in the ground. When you go 6 feet down, it's like 59 degrees or something very consistently. And it's too bad in this state you can't dig because of the water table. So you can't really have a basement without constantly pumping it out. So big room is 20 by 40 on the sliders and the smallish windows. There you go, Mama. You'll get to where you're like tracking the sunlight across the room. Like you could just have a line of plants where the sun goes during the day. That'd be hilarious. I don't know. We might skip the grilled cheese, guys. I don't know. That sounds like so much work now that I'm looking at what's going to obviously be horrible frozen burgers. There's 2. That's what you're going to do. 20 by 40, that's bigger than you. What are you, in prison, Kevin? What did you do? 8 by 26. You living in half a shotgun house, dude? That's nuts. You living in a hallway? A handicap hallway? All right, here we go. Worst burgers of the night. Oh, Rockwood Mini Light RV. Nice, dude. On the go. I like it, bud. What did I do, Kevin? I was being nice, man. I was being nice. I do like RVing. Man, that microwave is going out. Handicap all the way. It would be ADA compliant. That's what I meant, dude. Come on. You got to have, anyway. Oh, my God. That's exactly what I thought. And I was trying to figure out, like, what kind of building are you in that's that shape, There we go. No, I keep looking at, there's a Scamp trailer, and it's not even 26, dude. It's probably 8 by, it's like 8 by 12 or something. They have them with and without the wet bath, called a Scamp. And it's basically 2 fiberglass pieces that just like get bolted together on the inside. They're really durable. I like those. Because, I don't have a big car to pull something with. Definitely not a 26-footer. All right, let's go flip these things over. Oh, yeah, they're going to be horrible. We should just put our own cheese on it. That's why nobody bought these, because they're not White Castles. They're just with the onions. Yeah, Kevin, I've also, I teach at tiny house workshops and stuff. So I've seen some small properties. I've also seen a guy that took a flat trailer, and you can look at stuff up on YouTube. Just put tiny house porta-john, and he converts a handicap porta-john, because it's got to be 6 feet in a circle to access a wheelchair. And so he got one, of course, brand new from the manufacturer, and converted it. He put a bed on the inside of it, and like that's where he sleeps. And then the rest of the trailer is like his outdoor kitchen. And since then, he's put sides on it, like vinyl sides that he can pull down to kind of make it waterproof. And then up at the top of like the roof has these channels where he has plants that he grows, and all his food is up above him. So he comes out and looks up in his kitchen and just picks whatever's up there for spices or veggies or whatever he's growing. So anyway, that's a cool project. I met him. I'd seen a bunch of his videos, and then he showed up at a tiny house convention at Metairie outside New Orleans. Slidell. So it's goofy. I mean, it looks like he's sleeping in a porta-john. Oh, and on the back of the trailer, he has an actual usable porta-john. So, and then he does he got a sponsor that does like water reclamation from the air. And so as he's driving down the road, it fills up his tanks. So a bunch of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. Just look around. He ended up with like a bigger trailer, and I have a smaller trailer, and I'm like, I've done micro homes like in Vermont and North and South Carolina, and all over the place on the coast. So I'm like, oh, I could make a pod and just throw it on the front of my trailer. I don't know if I necessarily need a porta-john, but I would want hot water in some way. Oh, you're going to be rolling in the cart, Mama. You're going to get a sticker for the back that says, "Cowboy butts drive me nuts." It's just about the air intake. So it goes through and it actually like filters it out of the air. It removes moisture from the air. So, oh, burgers. Ooh, let's put a piece of cheese on it. Tiny little piece of cheese on it. Yeah, really, just look it up. It's porta-john, porta-toilet, man builds house in porta-john. So, yes, it is definitely. It was. It's one of his sponsors, so it is something you can buy. And I don't think that you even have to be going down the road. I think that it just helps that he does. So, yeah, you can siphon moisture out of there. I Google it, but I'm eating burgers. You can Google it, Kevin. Oh, tiny little horrible burgers. But I'm salivating, so I must think they look good. I mean, I will find it on the YouTubes if you would like, buddy. I can give you his name. He's got a big old white beard and crazy blue eyes. And I don't remember his name, so sorry. Mama, stop it. You'll get Grandma McFlurry upset. All right, it tastes like microwave beef, and the bun's decently moist, so no real complaints. Come on, I've got pruny fingers and my phone doesn't believe it's me. Man builds house from porta-john. Oh, and I almost never plug this, but my buddy just contacted me. There's a film out. It's having its anniversary called Reuse Because You Can't Recycle the Planet. It's free on YouTube right now, and you can check it out. It actually has the tornado garden in it, and the reason that I've chosen this handle. But yeah, Reuse Because You Can't Recycle the Planet. I could drop the link, but you could probably Google it too. Anyway, apparently I've been getting a lot more looks. And he's asking about what to do for Earth Day. Hadn't even considered it. I don't even know when it is. We're going to find out. When is Earth Day? April 22nd. All right. Anyway, he's offering one-time rights to show the film in different places. Ooh, and then he'll do a virtual Q&A with the director for $200. And for $500, he'll show up and play it himself. Yeah, that's why it's called reuse, because you can't recycle the planet. There's so many things like, that already produced. Just look around, whatever you need's already there. Everybody's always like, I gotta have a brand new. I don't know what our obsession is with the smell of new plastic. With them mining, I don't know. I'm no expert. I just try and reuse stuff instead of throwing it away. And that's kind of what the tornado garden was all about. A bunch of stuff that was headed to the dump. And then we made a beautiful, sustainable vegetable garden out of it. Yeah, they keep making toasters. I was having a discussion with a friend, and he was showing me it was a kitchen appliance, and it was like from the 50s, and it had a cord on it that was twice as big as it really needed to be, right? Like for that motor, for that tiny little motor. But the whole thing was made in the United States, and it was like that thing was never that. It was the guy just saying, this is the bare minimum that we can do, but we could do that. So I just miss when we used to make really good stuff that would last forever. It's not doing it anymore. And all these people that think, oh, I need this new iPhone, I need this new whatever. As a person who has used a computer since I was 7 or more or earlier, I mean, I used one of the first mouses at my aunt's house. A Pentium 2 with a decent graphics card and 512 megs of RAM will run everything that we're doing right now. And in fact, I could run 6 or 8 different video things, watch a movie in the background, and stream music into like this channel and still surf the web seamlessly. So knowing that that's like the bare minimum specs for a usable PC, whether you're running an older Windows or some sort of open source or Ubuntu or Red Hat or whatever you're running, like you should be able to do everything with that. So when they're like, I gotta have 16 gigs of RAM, like you are not using 16 gigs of RAM. It's just nuts. So they're just selling you more and more stuff you don't need. So there are some older phones that I have that work just great, and I'm like, the only reason I'm not using it is the battery was not replaceable. So I think that's bad design. I like the right to repair, as I used to work on people's PCs and laptops. Yeah, one of the best phones I ever had was a J7. J7 made by, who was it? Samsung. It was built like a tank. It had a replaceable battery. Nokia T100. I had an Ericsson phone. It was a folding phone, but the part that folded out, it was just a cover. It just covered the buttons. And you could use the phone with it closed up. So it was like this little bitty phone, this nub sticking off the top, made by Ericsson. That was one of my favorites. I probably still have it. Now you got to eat these fast because the bread getting chewy. Yeah, I have a drawer full of cell phones that I can't do anything with. It's just sad. All that stuff was mined, manufactured, marketed, shipped, and purchased, and it just goes right in the trash. Boink. You just put it in there like, hope somebody crunches this up. Nah, probably going on landfill, getting burned. You miss the old rotary phone? Didn't have to plug it in. Yeah, you could whack somebody over the head with one of those, definitely, mama. And I remember slamming one down like, just getting mad. You can't do that nowadays. Like whip it out, just spike it on the ground. Like, well, I just broke $1,000 or whatever you spent on your phone. And yeah, when you guys are looking for phones, don't spend more like $200 on a phone. I mean, laptops are $200, so why are you gonna give $1,400 for a phone? M35 from Nextel. Make it ring. There you go. Ooh, I'm getting a call. I gotta go. This date's going badly. Ring, ring. I'm out. Sorry, the neighbor called. My pet was on fire. I gotta go. All right, these are bad. These are bad, but I have 4 more of them to eat, so you're gonna have to supper with me. I can almost see my drain board, so I might be good with the dishes for a few more days. Look how packed this thing is. I'm running out of room. Mm. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I put them away, and a lot of those that are in there because I pulled them out. See, and when you were like, "Do you have a dishwasher?" No, because I did the same thing. I would put dishes in there till it was about 3/4 of the way full, and then I'd be like, "Where are all my dishes?" And I would just forget to run it. I put it in storage one time full. After the tornado, I had put a bunch of stuff in storage, and when I moved back into the house, I'm like, "Where are all my dishes? I'm missing half my plates, and half my bowls, and a bunch of my silverware." Yeah, they were in the dishwasher in storage. So the dog's going crazy. Let me go check on that. What else, guys? I guess I'm not gonna make grilled cheese. We had White Castles instead. They were nah. They were blah. But I have coffee. I still have coffee. And I'm gonna take this to Washington and get Devious to sign the bill, and then I'm gonna put it up on eBay. That's the plan. Pay for my ticket. Signed merch. That's what you got to do. That's what you need, Devious. Let me go see about the Barker. Maybe we'll get some butters. We'll get some butters. Butters. frozen White Castle? Don't do it. Oh my God. Come on. Look, you got. What are you doing? Come on. That's not for you. All right, this is what everybody's here for. Signed merch. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, Mama, that'd be nasty. Here you go. All right, let's see what we can get. Pauline, welcome in for Circus Dog. Circus Dog. Good girl. Oh, I lost it. We can do sit. We'll do sit. That's the easy one. I'm not even going to show you that one. She got one for sit. You're going to go all the way down. Lay down. Lay down. All the way down. Down, 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 down. Good girl. All right, we got two more circus dogs. Here we go. Butters. Circus dog. Ooh, no, I almost lost a finger. One more. Circus dog. Circus dog. Oh, missed it. All right. I think I had some more. Where? You get it? You find it? Come here. Come here. Come on. So just balance it. Balance it. You're doing so good. You're the best. Oh, good girl. All right. Terry, welcome in. You missed it. We were eating horrible little burgers from the north. I think they're poisoning me. They're not good. Well, I'm going to make 4 more because, you know, I'm still growing. Grow, I'll eat them. I bet you would. The beans. Yeah, she was out there barking at something. I had to bring her in. Yeah, my stomach's already like, why would you eat 4 more of those? Why would you do that? Yay, freezer space. Yeah, what, I can make more ice? That's the only thing in there. This and ice trays. So I guess I could fill up the ice trays. Let's see. Nah, there's 2 ice packs in there too, like compression cold packs. So they are White Castles. You know, we only have Crystal Burgers here, so they were frozen at at that grocery store that I go to. Ooh, maybe I'll put the cheese on. No, I can't put the cheese on beforehand because the bun is frozen to it. So yeah, I knew they were going to be bad, but they were like 50 cents each or something. So I was like, that's cheap. Frozen White Castles. You knew stuff was going bad. I do love fresh White Castles. So White Castle, if you're looking for somebody to sponsor, I'm it. Just don't ask me to promote this. Yeah, I think I could pry it off and put the cheese on before I nuke it. But yeah, microwaving beef is always yuck. And then the bun, we found out, is nice and steamed for like the first 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden, what are you doing? God, I'm just watching. Do I flatten my cardboard and crush the cans? We don't have, we have a farce of a recycling center in my town. So what you do is, you spend all your time and energy rinsing out all your stuff and separating it. And then you have a separate trash can that you pay extra money for. And then they come pick it up with the same truck and take it to the same dump that they were going to take the other stuff to. So I recycle my aluminum cans. If I have a lot of steel, I might take steel, but it's pennies per pound. So, you got to take 300 pounds for it to be worth it. You know what I mean? So, I have done that. And then old car batteries and stuff, I do recycle those. But in a business setting, I have done for hotels where we would have, you work a deal, and I've done this for convenience stores too, where if it is like straight boxes, no plastic, no nothing, you can have, somebody will basically pay you to pick them up. And so it becomes this win-win thing. You don't have to empty out your dumpster as much because your employees are throwing boxes in there and it's filling up, with empty space. And so, and then the other guy, he would bring the bin and put it on site, and then he would come on the reg, pick it up and take it to the recycling place and then get his money out of it. So, but I'm not going to separate all of my stuff here if it's just going to be put in the same dump. It's just a waste of my time. So cans, yes. I don't buy paper towels, disposable stuff. I don't have trash bags. I have Walmart bags from the last, 20 years. Like, why would I buy trash bags? So I just play the game, as best I can. And I always feel like when I used to buy trash bags, you feel like you're being punked because you go to the store and you buy the bags and then you put the bags into a disposable bag. And then you get home and you take the bags out of the bag and you throw the disposable bag away and you're like into another disposable bag and you're like, am I being punked? Like this sounds like the dumbest system. Who came up with this? Who thought this was a good idea? Now, in some towns I have seen where they do like a drop-off point, in Virginia in particular, where if you have a table or you have something in an old refrigerator, old stove, or something like that, they would have a drop-off point for the large items. And so the guy would come through, once a week or once every 2 weeks as required and just pick up all the stuff that's there and take it to the recycling place. But between that time, people would pick it clean. One guy would throw away a refrigerator, another guy would go over there, appliance repair dude, plug it in and just be like, I just put Freon in it or whatever coolant. And then how long did I put those in there for? Oh, I don't know. They'll still be good. So I like that idea of allowing people to potentially reuse stuff and choose it. And I'm the worst about hang on. I'm the worst about going to the dump and then coming home with a bunch of stuff. I mean, and they charge you by weight. So I'll go in and be like, oh, I've got to dump off all this shingles or construction debris or whatever it is. Dump it off and be like, ooh, what's that? What's this? And start putting stuff in the truck. So yeah, you can kind of offset your cost by taking out heavy pieces of metal and then later taking them to the actual recycle place. I've seen people do that. They frown on it. But it can be done. Use a cloth bag. I've had the same cloth bag for I don't know how many years. And my mama is making me another one. So here's my goofy one. So I go into the store and I just do this. Put this here. And then I just shop my garbage. Get to the counter. I put it out. And I've been going to a lot of the same places for the longest time. And they know I'm not going to get a bag. So. Milk bottles as planters. Strips appliances to sell the metal. Yeah. I mean, the milk bottles as planters is not a bad one because you could propagate a bunch of small plants and get rid of them at a, what are they, like a farmer's market or, whatever, and not spend a bunch of money on those little plastic containers, which my landscape architect friend has in droves. So. Yeah, I should start doing that. I have a box of seeds, so I could just constantly have stuff going. I need to just do it in the front window for the spring. I can get them at least sprouted prior to the spring so I can get them in the ground. Mama, the town we live in, these people must burn money because they put out is practically brand new. Yeah, and we love trash day, everything. But the bed in your room is trash treasures. I've been there, Mama, and I did a dual bike live the other day, and I went by a trash pile that I had eyeballed the day before, and I was like, I better not look because I'll take some stuff home with me. So, all right, I got horrible burgers. Let's see what they are, guys. Oh yeah, they're steamy. They're steamy. Gotta eat them fast. All right, looks like everybody bailed out on us, Mom. I'm gonna eat these burgers. 13 thumbs up. Thank you guys for hanging out. Static. Speaking of, oh yeah, look at that bike. Just look at my channel, Static. It's the T1 cargo bike. Go with a cargo bike. I think we talked about this before. It'll have a higher weight capacity, and mine is a Fido FIIDO T1 light. And it has a reinforced frame with like triangulation within the tubing. So yeah, check it out. And the one you want is the T1 Pro. That's the one I souped up, the one I ride all the time. The one I have 30 videos of. 15, thank you, Terry. Devo, yeah, I know. I know you blue people are hanging out. I'm just going to stuff my face. Devo, I might get back on the game. What do you think? What do you think? You feeling it? You got any fight left in you, buddy? I got 3 burgers. You can camp in a bush and eat burgers. Yeah, no? What you thinking? Devo, you in? You'll get over 20. 750 watts is the max in that class of e-bike. So yes, it is. And usually when people go anything bigger than a 750, they're talking front and rear motors. So they'll be like 1,000 watts, but it's a 500 front, 500 rear. And so yeah, what you're looking at, what you'll want to know is the battery size. And when you start looking and you're like amps or whatever, if it gets confusing, just look at it like if it's 20 amps, you can that thing for about 20 miles. If it says it's 10 amp, you can for about 10 miles, but you can probably pedal it 3 times what the amp hour says. 960 watts. I don't know how are they dividing that one up. Thank you, Bullshot. 960 watts is a lot. I mean, I don't know. 750, dude. Honestly, and I'm a motorcycle owner like that. It's fast enough. It's fast enough where I'm like, I need to be wearing a helmet. And yeah, if I come off this thing without a helmet, I'm going to be in dire need of a trip to the hospital. So, but yeah, 750 watts is what you're looking at. And look at something with like a 20 amp hour battery so you don't have to worry about running out. And that one that I told you about, the T1 Pro, they just had it on sale for about $9.99. I paid $16. So $9.99 seemed like a pretty good deal. Now, 960 watt hour. What's the amp hours? That's what I want to know. Amp, what's the AH in that scenario? Static, because that's what I'm talking about. I have a 20 or 21 amp hour, and it's supposed to go 100 miles if I pedal it at the lowest thing, but I never pedal it, and I almost never ride it at the lowest setting. So, Spencer, thanks for coming in. Anyway, look at that model I was telling you about, dude. It's a good one. It is a good one. And I know it's got a solid frame on it, the T1 Pro. And I need to do another video. That thing's got almost 10,000 views on it or something. The little short I did about the 15,000 miles on the on that battery. So the reason I picked that bike is that everything is exposed. If you have to change a wire, if you have to change out any brake levers or anything, they don't go inside the frame of the bike. And also the replacement battery is available from about 5 or 6 other companies. So I don't have to buy it necessarily from Fido. I can get it from other manufacturers. And that's how that bike was put together. It's like they produced the frame, but everything else on there was just aftermarket accessories that you could buy for the bike and exposed to be worked on very easily. That's the reason I chose it. That, and I like the mag rims on it because you don't have to true them. You don't have to mess with them. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, as an engineer, I picked that over a Honda Navi. I was looking at a Honda Navi.
Circus dog. Come on, you got a circus dog at least. What? Nope. No. Up.
That's plenty, dude. 20 amp hour, 48 volt. That'll haul ass. But yeah, 750 is right under the limit. You can ride it anywhere that a wheelchair can go. And that means like off-road and stuff. But if it's just, you know, getting back and forth, that one I was telling you about, if you're making a 5-mile commute or you're going 2 miles to the grocery store, you can go as fast as you want, dangerously fast. So, all right, 3 burgers to eat. You'll try and get one after or on your trip. See if you can find a used one. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And yeah, I know there's a bunch of groups that buy and sell them, but I don't usually do like Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Instagram. So the only way you can see me again is hit the subscribe button. It's up here somewhere. I don't know. I don't even work here. All right, guys, I'm going to eat these horrible burgers while my dog stares at me. I appreciate y'all hanging out while I did the dishes and made espresso and tiny little cheeseburgers. And Static, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments for one of my bike videos. All right, guys. Thank you all. I'll see you again real soon. Au revoir.